Hey everybody, this is my new ThinkPad X1 Carbon from Lenovo. It's a 32 gigs of RAM and 1TB of SSD. It's a really nice looking laptop and it's a piece of shit. And I'll explain why. I'm not bashing Lenovo, to be honest. I have been watching people using the ThinkPad series for quite some time now, and you know, especially in the corporate life, I have so many people observing using these laptops. When they get a job in their companies, they get this laptop as a main driver. So I was really looking forward to buy one for myself because I have been using Huawei, Dell, HP, and to be honest, I wasn't impressed with the Windows laptops. But I have to use Windows because, you know, in my studies or in my work, I have to use certain apps that requires only the Windows OS. But I was really stoked when I looked at the ThinkPad, the X1 Carbon, because it has such a really nice matte finish, and the carbon matte finish, and the feeling is really good, especially because I have to type a lot of documents, so the keyboard is really tactile and it's really comfy when you write a lot of documents, unlike you have just like on the butterfly keyboards on Mac and things like that. But when I got this laptop, I was really stoked because, you know, I thought it's 32 gigs of RAM and I have a lot of storage. I don't have to use any external drivers, and you know, I have to, you know, just this can be like my main driver. And then when I started to use it, the first thing I noticed is that if you look at the back, the heat dissipation system sucks because it has a really small rectangular portion for the heat ventilation. And when I was using it, even if you put it on your lap, your feet is gonna be roasted, and if you put it on a sofa or a bed, it's gonna be like, it's like a hot cake. And then you just have to put it on a very flat surface so that it can, you know, exhaust and the ventilation system works. Unlike the cheapest version of my Huawei, if you look at this, it has this long throughout the body, like at this whole frame, it has this long ventilation pores, so it can dissipate heat in a much better way. I have been using this laptop. It's like the third of the price of this Lenovo, but I have been using this laptop. It's from Huawei. It's called the MacBook, and I've been using this for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's great. The downside is that it's like, you know, it's only 16, and also I don't have enough space on this laptop. But the battery life, it's amazing though. You know, I have been using it for quite some time now. But this one, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1, oh my god, I have been using only for like 4 or 5 months, and I'm not very impressed. Also, the battery, that day I was charging and the battery went down to like 20%, and then I plugged in the original charger that came with in the box, and it gave me an error that I'm not using the original charger, though I was. So it means that there is something like there's something fishy going on with the batteries of this Lenovo. Then I called my friend. I was like, okay, I'm using this laptop and it's really new, and you know, I'm using, and the battery sucks, and now it has like that warning sign on the battery, so I cannot charge it anymore. And the guy told me, why you bought Lenovo? Their battery sucks, man. And I was like, oh my god, that's the biggest mistake I make, because I paid a lot of money to buy this laptop. So I was not a fan of it, because I'm a man and I'm running my gun on the go, so I have to keep using laptops and typing documents on the bus, in the train, in the subway, wherever you call it. So that's why I was really sad when I thought, okay, this is a thing. And it's pretty expensive. It's like their premium flagship, so this is really sad. Another thing that I didn't like about the Lenovo is that I'm in China right now. I can't speak Chinese, but there are so many companies, even Chinese companies like Huawei. When I call them on their helpline, they have the English like the English version. So like you can call them, and somebody who can speak English can come on the line, and you can, you know, consult your problem. This one, the Lenovo, though it's such a big company, I call them, they do not have any English service here in Shanghai, and I was like, that really drives me crazy. And I was like, how come you don't have enough, you know, English customers here? Although, you know, so many people have been using, even in international companies like Coca-Cola and Dell, they have been using these Lenovos. So I was really pissed off when I saw they don't have the English customer support. Also, when I went to the Lenovo store from where I bought it, I went there and I said, hey man, I have been using it for 4 or 5 months now, and this is causing me this big issue. because it really heats up. I can boil eggs on this, and I can put it as a hot table in my kitchen. And because it's super hot, and what to do? I want to return it. They say there's not any return policy. It's just like Apple, within 20 days or 30 days. And also they were not taking it. They were not considering my problem. They said, oh, you can put it on the flat desk, or you can put it like you know, one of those things. Let me see. Like, you know, get one of these stands, and you can just put it where you want to use it. And I was like, no, that's not the case with me. I'm a running gun man. I am always on the go. I can't carry extra stuff. You know, even I don't use an external mouse because I wanted things to be more, you know, minimal and clean. So that's a lot of problems with this laptop, and that's why I'm going to sell it in a third-party market. That's why if you have been looking for a laptop, I will advise you not to buy Lenovo. I'm not talking about only the Lenovo ThinkPad. I'm talking about Lenovo's in general. And I'm not something like bashing them because I hate them. I don't hate them, but it's just so ironic that such a big company didn't pay attention to one of the biggest problems in heat dissipations. That is one of the big thing that comes with laptops. So that's why I want to recommend you to get a Lenovo. I would recommend you to buy a Huawei, though I'm not a fan of Huawei, but this one, like, because we have to call the right and the wrong. So this one worked pretty well, and it has this whole dissipation system, and also the battery life is great. So that's why you can buy a Huawei if you are on a budget, or you can get like Mac or Dell, whatever, but not Lenovo. I had the worst experience, and though I love technology, I wanted to figure out how can we fix the problem. I consulted different people in the tech, but all in vain. So that's why the biggest thing is, do not buy Lenovo. Do not buy Lenovo. Just get Huawei, Dell, whatever. Thank you so much. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.